Impatience, because I want everyone to see the film as soon as possible, and I know it's only, what are we like now? Today is the 15th, right? We're only like 11 days away, but I wish the day was tomorrow. I will say that if I'm feeling impatient now, you can imagine what I was feeling then. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, you have to trust the process and you have to trust the people. Like, I mean, for me, I have to really trust Nikhil sir, because he felt like he knew what he was doing with the film. So you can feel a whole lot of stuff, but then you have to come back and say that the people who are handling the situation know what they're doing. They've been in this much longer than I have. But from a personal point of view, I was getting impatient then as well, yeah. I do remember my first shot actually. And I think Gaurav made the first shot very interesting because it was a small shot, a montage shot of where Rizwan Ahmed comes out of his house, he's on the balcony, he looks out at Bombay and he just nods and says that, today I'm going to do it, in his mind. And that was my first shot, so I think they strategically placed that. I didn't want to become an actor means that I didn't have the, I didn't think it was a realistic thing I could do. You know, it was like, it was a pipe dream, I believe they call it, where I always loved storytelling, I loved movies, I loved the arts, but because of the environment I was in, it wasn't really something that people went ahead and did. So I was part of that system and part of that environment where I wanted to grow up and just, you know, get a normal job, work in a bank. So yeah, and then only later when I grew up a little bit and I moved away from home, I moved away from this small city, I realized that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're passionate about it. I spent the first 18 years of my life in Kenya. So the main, you know, when you're a child and you grow up. So all my growing up years were there. I promise you, you come to India, you come to certain parts of Mombasa, aapko aise lagega bhi nahi that you're living far away from India. There's Indians everywhere. So yeah, it's completely the same. Before meeting them, before starting the shoot, it was very scary, nerve-wracking, slightly intimidating, but after working with them for even just a few minutes, all of that went away and I was just having fun. Rohan Mehra in real life is quite different to Rizwan Ahmed. I like to hope, I think you might agree. I don't think I take myself as seriously as Rizwan Ahmed. He's very stern and very determination. And Rohan Mehra is obviously very determined, but I think I like to have a little, I joke around a little bit more than Rizwan Ahmed. I have a degree in mathematical economics and econometrics, and I was in the process of applying for jobs, 2 different investment banks. I remember a couple of the big ones which everyone does, which is Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Mehra, all of that. And I remember when I was writing my covering letter, which is a requirement to add to apply to these companies, these firms, sorry. The question was, why do you want to work? It's a very simple question. Why do you want to work for this institution? And I said that I didn't know what the answer was, and I kept asking myself, why am I doing this? If I can't answer such a simple question, why am I doing this? So yeah, I was on course to becoming an investment banker. I never went ahead and sat at the table. I think comparisons, I can't help that people will compare, and obviously, I mean, it's natural to compare, but more than anything, I feel very lucky and very blessed that I'm getting this opportunity to take forward his legacy. You know, I think one thing is that I think today's youth don't really aren't that aware of him as the older people in our society are. And if I can give everyone a reminder that by just being alive and by doing this film, that there was this man who was this really good actor, a really nice human being called Vinod Mehra, who has a son now who's taking it forward. I think I feel very blessed to be in that position. Me being Vinod Mehra's son, I believe, well, I'm his son, yes. Nepotism, I can't disagree and say that it's not there. I think it is there, of course. But I personally haven't experienced it because I've gone the normal route of getting this film. I mean, even before this film, I was auditioning for other films. I didn't get those films. Some films I kind of got, and then it didn't happen. So I've not experienced the perks, I guess, of being a star kid or whatever you want to call that. I've had to just do it the normal way. You know, it's obviously a very, very serious matter, and I think that if these are the measures required to bring an end and a stop to this, of what's been happening, then I'm completely for it. And it appears that, you know, naming and shaming publicly is the way people will stop. So I'm completely for it. You know, it's horrible. You shouldn't, no one should feel unsafe in their home, number one. No one should feel unsafe at their workplace, which people are doing. And, you know, at the end of the day, being in Bollywood and being a celebrity or being someone, even if you're not an actor, but being just, you know, in the industry, our work is very strange. You know, it takes us, there's not an office place you're going to, there's all over, you're going all around and here and there. So, but we can call all of that our workspace, and no one should ever feel unsafe in that workspace. So I'm completely for it. Music makes me happy, food makes me happy, my film doing well will make me happy, so go see it. Bad hygiene. Be honest with each other, and yeah, I guess through honesty comes a mature and great relationship. I sound like an uncle, but I'm sorry. Yes. Well, the trailer's I've been getting a fantastic response, overwhelming actually. I've been getting a couple of phone calls, which always feels nice. So hopefully once I'm done with this busy promotional schedule, we can take those talks forward. I feel, of course, I mean, we're in the Hindi film industry, so Hindi is, I think anyone and everyone can improve their Hindi, English, any language at any particular time.